Hello everybody and welcome back to our Cleveland Browns player franchise. Last week we were the starter for the Cleveland Browns against the New York Jets, and we actually won the game, right? That's unheard of. Cleveland winning a game? Yeah, well, guess what? It was possible and we did just that. So today, for you guys, we are going to play Dallas and Baltimore. Baltimore right now, I believe, is tied with Pittsburgh for the AFC North lead. In Dallas, well, they're really not doing anything too crazy. They're 4-3. We're 1-7. Dallas is expected to win. Anyone we play is expected to win. But you know, against the Jets, it was just a 50-50 toss-up, and the Browns came up on top. So with that said, we're gonna play Dallas. We're gonna play Tony Romo, who's still the starter. I don't know where Dak Prescott is. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what happened, but we're playing him and Ezekiel Elliott. Maybe that's why the Cowboys are 4-3. They have Romo starting. If they had Prescott, they could be 7-1. If they had Prescott, they could maybe be undefeated. Prescott is that good. Pair him up with easily one of the top, if not the top rushers in the NFL last year, Ezekiel Elliott. That's a deadly combo. But you see our stats last week: 22 completions, 2 touchdowns for 288. It's a great game for a rookie playing his first ever NFL game, full, beginning to end. Now, can we repeat that performance? Well, no, we cannot, because here's the problem. We're getting suited up. You know, we're getting our helmet on. We're getting our mouth guard, chin guard, whatever, mouthpiece, all that good stuff. You see Isaiah Crowell motivating us. There's one problem. Cody Kessler gained 2 overall. He went from a 74 to 76 overall. We're still at 74 overall. And by the game's rules, overall means you're a starter. We're not starting this game. Now, when I was playing it, I did not know what to think. I was like, wait a minute. Why are we not playing? We were the starter last week. I think we proved to be a good starter, even if it was for the Cleveland Browns. I think 288, 2 touchdowns, no INTs on 22 completions, missing like 3 or 4 passes. I think that's pretty darn good. Well, Madden didn't agree, ladies and gentlemen, and they sent us to a backup role. Cody Kessler gained 2 overall. He's now 76 overall. We're 74, like I said, and now we're back on the bench. The bench warmers have come again, and this time, well, it might be for the rest of the season. I don't know why, but it might be. We lose to Dallas 31-24. Cody Kessler looked good in the game. I mean, I'll give it to him. He did look good in that game. Only lost by 7. But if you look at the first 7 games, there are a lot of close ones and then a lot of blowouts, including that game where we came in the second half after he threw 7 INTs. I don't think he should be starter, but hey, what the Cleveland Browns franchise wants, they obviously get. I mean, you look at them in real life, and sorry, Cleveland fans, you're letting your team walk. You've had very good guys, and this past offseason in real life, you just let not Josh Gordon, the other really good kid. Oh, I can't remember his name. Not Josh Gordon, but Pryor. You let Terrell Pryor walk. He was the offense. You let him walk. And now, in the game, you're sitting us. I think we should be the starter. You see, we're 2nd string overall. We were 1st last week, and now we're playing the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just going to say it now. We lose to the Ravens. I mean, if we're not going to play, why would we not want to know the outcome, right? Well, we actually do lose to Baltimore. We go 1-9, and as you see, they are tied. Well, maybe not this week. They might take a lead because they will go 7-2. I just thought it was very curious why we got benched for almost 300 yards on our first debut. 300 yards, 2 TDs, no INTs. That is a heck of a performance. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. But hey, that's the way the NFL works. That's the way the NFL works. Now, don't get us wrong. We could always demand a release, build our guy up, go into the offseason, and maybe after the 3 years of Cleveland, or maybe before, demand a release. See if we get picked up by a team or an offer. And if we don't, unfortunately, we will have to retire, start all over again. So I think for right now, we are going to stay in Cleveland. It's just past that 3 year mark. Sorry. I think teams will look at us, and by that time we'll be an 82, 83 overall. I think we'll have a very good career in front of us. We just have to get past Cleveland. Now, I chose Cleveland to be the starter to start off at least. Now down the road, obviously, you're not going to have those same treatments and special privileges to be a starter on an NFL team right when you walk on, like we almost did, like 1 or 2 overall less than the starter. But that's the fun of the NFL and the challenge of the NFL. You never know what you're going to get. So hopefully 3-4 years down the road on here will go by very quickly. Obviously, we're not a starter, so we're going through this season very quickly. It might be beneficial to us. So in Baltimore here, and like I said, we lost. We lost the game. Cleveland, Cody Kessler, no offensive production at all. I think we should be starter, but hey, bygones to be bygones and let it go. All we're going to do is hold the ball like we did the first 7 weeks of the season, and we're just going to make sure the ball goes through the uprights. So you see here it's 14-7, and we're going for a field goal. Makes it 14-10. Defense has kept us in the game. The defense has actually played very, very well and kept the Browns' offense in the game a lot this year, but the defense right here gives up 1, gives up almost 2. Unfortunately, though, down 14 when you're playing a team like Baltimore, and especially when you're Cleveland, you're going to need a tie game, if not a field goal game, all the way down. So while we're on the bench, players like that right there on the bench are in disbelief, really. They just won their first game 2 weeks ago. Now they're back on the losing streak. So I don't know what Cleveland's doing. I don't know what the coach is doing. I don't know what the GM is doing. I don't know what the franchise is doing. But it's not good, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not good. I don't like it. And probably mark my words, after 3 years here, I believe it's a 3-year contract, maybe it's a 4, we're going to leave Cleveland. Because A, who wants to spend their life on Cleveland? You cannot take them to a playoff game. You cannot take them to a Super Bowl. So we're going to simulate into Week 11. Like I said, we're moving through this pretty fast. This is year 1 already. We're through Week 11. It's only been, this is now going to be the 5th episode. We're playing Pittsburgh. That doesn't matter. So we're probably going to lose. I don't know. Sorry about the confidence, but it's Cleveland. What do you want from us? We're 74 overall. We're going to spend this XP. We're looking to spend it on, and we're going to do it on ball carrier vision. We're still 74 overall. We're still 2 overall less than Cody Kessler. And just to prove it, we're going to go into the roster, and we're going to go to the quarterbacks. I'm very shocked that we are the backup, but the quarterback area in Cleveland, not a good one. So hopefully next week we get to play against Pittsburgh. Maybe Kessler messes up again. Let's just get our chance. Let's hope so. And maybe we can pull the upset against Pittsburgh. We have 1 win. We're going to try and win 2 or 3 this year. It just all depends on how the chips fall. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.